out, she wanted to die. My grandma turned away, she didn't wanna know. And my daddy done sold me to a traveling show. Show for all to see, and the girlies they would scream and all make fun of me, and I knew right then that I would have my day, and those teasing little bitches they're all gonna pay. Yeah.
What's lads, welcome to Oak Swamp and part 27 of the Austin 10 special wrap. Firstly, as always, I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers. Welcome aboard, lads. And thanks everyone who left a like and a comment last week. Keep them coming. You know I love them. So this week I tidy up the grill shell assembly and fit the rad I got last week. I then go to the other end of the car and start work on the fuel tank. A couple of mates come over and give it a professional epoxy lining. So stick around for that. After this I rework the exhaust to make it fit better. So then I head down a Rustic Stomp festival and I catch up with a few of the bands. And some of them were some of the boys that have been playing on this channel already. And then finally, after an absence of 3 years of playing double bass live, I appear with my latest band, the Bullet Catchers, and we knock out a good old punk tune, so make sure you stay for that. Anyway, let's get on with it. So this old radiator I got, it's actually a mini item, but I believe Minis and Reliance both use these little radiators. The outlets are both in exactly the right place. Well, it's near enough, and it's got a tap at the bottom here which I can put a fan sander in. I'm going to use a bit of this 1mm alligator to make the brackets for the rad. By the time it's bent up it's pretty stiff and it's green.
Sometimes I grab myself a girlie or two.
Right, so this is the idea, and this has got these either side, and then I shall just bolt through that, and that should hold it.
Hitch up the wagons and we hit the road, and hidden in the back lies my precious load.
Okay, so what I've done here is just folded this round. It's 4 captive nuts either side, so it makes it pretty strong. Now I'm just about to put a couple of bits on here. Okay, so there it is. I'm pretty happy with that, the way that's gone. It's all nice and solid in there. What I'm just about to do is tidy up all these sharp edges, and I think that's about it. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm thinking about putting the coil in that hole there. that's about it for that radiator shell. But that's all pretty cool. Very happy with that. Right, this old fuel tank, he's got a hole there, look. And another one here, I didn't notice him to start with. But what I'm going to attempt is to just weld him to start with. So I'm going to use that little washer there as a bit of substance and then see if I can weld that over. I'm not sure how good it's going to go, but we'll give it a go.
So come to the fun house, it'll be great. Tell all your friends about the things that you've said. You won't believe the things that I will do. So you better best pray that I'm not creeping up on. Come to the fun house, it'll be great. Tell all your friends about the things that you've said. You won't believe the things that I will do. So you better best pray that I'm not creeping up on.
Well, the solder flowed a lot better that time. It's still not brilliant, but to be honest, it was only the little bit at the bottom that needed solder, but I filled the hole right up, so hopefully nothing is going to escape out of there. Okay, so I finished welding this tank up, and my mate Greg popped over.
I've been looking at this tank with Brian for a little while. To be honest, it could do with properly cleaning out and then coating with an epoxy coating, because modern fuel just eats the inside of tanks. And anyway, so the premier man for that was Alan from Furtan, and here he is.
In comes Alan.
Good morning.
Hello, Alan. So Alan lives just round the corner from me, and he manufactures a product for this very thing.
Okay, let's have a look inside. Normally, I would expect a tank like this to have a lot more rust in it, and we'd put in either a rust remover or a rust converter, so you could guarantee it was spotless. But I think in this case it's so clean that all we'll do is give it a rinse round with panel wipe,
Yeah.
and give that a few minutes to evaporate, and then we can put the Tapox in.
And what's Tapox?
Tapox is a tank lining that we developed back in 2005 and started 2006.
Yeah.
There's a huge problem with ethanol in tanks. It's hydroscopic, so it sucks water into the tank.
Oh, like diesel does.
Yeah, exactly. With diesel, you end up with the diesel floating on top of the water, so your tanks rust out along the bottom. And with ethanol in petrol, you end up really with lots and lots of pinholes just all over the surface. It's really surprising how many motorcycles have got tanks which have been porous at some stage or another. And of course, the people who were tackling it 5 or 10 years ago were just putting polyester resins in there, which were being sold for tank lining. And of course, ethanol's just delighted to eat polyester.
This smell reminds me of the dentist when I was little. You know the gas smell when they give you gas. Didn't you have gas at the dentist when you were little?
No.
Is it because I was a peasant? You can have another lashing of the old wonder fluid. When we finish with that one, I think we should try the Tapox on this one. What do you reckon, lads?
Optimistic. Clean
Clean now. Oh, look at that. It's a different kettle of fish now, isn't it? So this is just getting rid of all the grease, is it?
That's the idea.
I'm lucky to have these fellas here, aren't I? Well, it turns out this tank is still a little bit greasy and it's a bit mucky, Greg, isn't it?
It is. So we're going to use this, which is
It's an engine cleaner.
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. It's a detergent-based engine cleaner, and we'll whack that in there and top it up with water. Give it a good old shake about. Leave it for half an hour or so, and that should Then when we drain that out, that should remove every trace of oil residue whatsoever.
Well, listen, all you ladies, you better take warning. It's time, enough you'll learn. Never speak another word to your true love and husband, and will leave you and never return. Well, listen, all you ladies, you better take warning. It's time, enough you'll learn. Never speak another word to your true love and husband, and will leave you and never return. Oh boy.
So it's tomorrow or the next day, I don't know. I don't know when it is. But Wayne's arrived and Greg's back.
He's back.
And my tank's here, ready to get its coating.
First
Right.
job, so I can stir it up.
I'm going to put my glasses on. Have you got your several pairs on, Wayne? He's a bit violent with them things, isn't he? Fucker. Oh, look.
I don't think it's going to be much
There you go, lads.
slurp.
Looks like primer, doesn't it? Not a lot in there, is it?
No.
So you just put an activator with that, do you?
Yeah. It's got a good whiff.
Whoa! Go on, have a good sniff on it, Wayne. Whoa.
Yeah.
Made my head go wobbly. Right, what do you want? A drill? My drills are all blunt, I must hasten to add. Do you want a small one? I'm going to show Ted that. I can see it getting covered in that shit. It's a bit nippier today, isn't it? So this is quite a good idea, I like this. Put a hole in the top of the can and it means you can stir of it.
It does, it does.
Stir it without throwing it everywhere.
Wayne, do you want us just to add the activator
Wayne's
in?
Mr. Activator.
Chewy and globbly down there.
What's that all about then?
Oh, bit of solids. All of it.
Activator.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look at that. It's activated.
The activator will actually dissolve the solids a bit.
Oh, very interesting, isn't it? Well, it's in German. Mix like fucking. It's not that time, is it? Have you got rid of all the snots?
Yep, I think so.
Lad?
It's taken about 10 minutes of stirring it with this, but there it is.
That made me want to wee, that did. This is the second time dribbling has made me want to wee. Is that part of my age group, is it? We've gloved up the lid. Where's that one? Yours next to it. Well, we better
Put some tape over that.
and we put some tapey over him. Is exactly why this needs it. Next to that snotty weld there is the tiniest of holes. Oh, that's like a little cut.
Thank you, Doctor.
I get it, wasn't it? Was it like Sinbad? It's surprising how thin this tank was when it looked so good, isn't it? But what we're doing is make a tank within a tank. I suppose you could give this as many goes as you want, really, couldn't you? If you had an exceptionally hard tank, put about ½ inch of it in there. Right, so it's had a good swell and we took a bung out, and now here it comes. What else can we fill up with that?
Right, this stuff, if you put it in the fridge, it should keep for about 24 hours and you can use it for
Floor.
packaging.
Floor.
Here.
So you're just blowing up there.
This is just a little blower cutting actually.
What's it to do?
We're all going to do, so it's just going to blow air right through here to circulate it. Because what happens is that the epoxy gives off like a gas that can actually inhibit the epoxy from going off.
Right, so we just had a cup of tea. Is she dried out, Greg?
Pretty nearly.
Let's have a butcher's. There you go.
That'll do.
Look at that.
Lovely job.
Cool.
What you got left here, if you put that in the fridge, that will keep for
If
about
I
24
put it in the
hours.
fridge, that'll kill me.
Right, she won't. But,
Nice one. How long would you suggest that would take before you could fill it with fuel?
well, I'd normally leave it for 5 days before entering service.
Entering service. Ooh. Nice one. Thank you very much, sir. And thanks, Alan, as well. Alan! You're not here, Alan, but...
Yeah, thanks, Alan.
Would
for
you
not
like to
being
say thank you to Alan? Mate?
Who's Alan?
I think it's worth sort of saying that you know, you've got a brand new tank. It's worth treating it with this sort of treatment before it goes rusty.
Yeah.
Because the
Ethanol.
the ethanol in the
Modern
fuel
fuel
is
is-
attacking all steel tanks. Brand new ones, old ones, it don't care. It just loves eating steel.
Well, cheers, dude.
Cheers, Brian.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck with that.
Well, there you go.
Good.
My tank's all sorted now, hopefully. Well, we'll see how well the product
fingers
works.
crossed.
Well, we'll see how well the product works, because it definitely had a pinhole in it, didn't it?
It did. Well, they've sold 500,000 of them so far, and we haven't been mugged by too many people. So.
Oh, cool. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, so on to the tip jar. And again, this week, what a brilliant response. Thank you so much. This is really helping me out. And the names this week are going to be read out by the lovely Sass.
So this week's contributions are from Peter Lobb, Lloyd Harvey, Graham Burton, Serge Boudreau, Ken Bailey, Ralph H. Full, and thanks again to Tent and Canvas Repair, Gareth Bond, Donald Ward, Tony Basutil Renault, I think that's how you pronounce it, Stephen Ascott, Colin Bagshaw, and last but not least, Chris Blades. Thank you everyone for contributing, it's brilliant. So all of your lovely names have been written on the wardrobe, and when he gets his arse into here to make something really cool, I'm going to be taking a pot shot and we'll find a winner.
If you too want to go onto the wardrobe and make a donation to the channel, if you go over to my homepage, bottom right hand corner, you'll find tip jar. Bang on that and that'll take you over to PayPal. If you want to leave me a couple of quid, help me buy some bits for the garage, it'd be well appreciated. Wayne's got something in the car for me. Ooh. Come on, Jeff. I'm intrigued.
Got no idea what it is.
No idea. Wayne's made me something.
We like surprises.
Holy
Camera trap for
me, man! You're fucking joking.
You're going
me.
up market now. Slow mos.
I talked about this to Wayne for doing like time lapse, and he's no way.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's go and try it out. So what Wayne actually made me was this. And what this is a camera slider. And what this is used for is when you're doing time lapsing, your camera moves very slowly along and it makes for a better shot. You've probably seen a few of the shots on this week's show with this in action. But that's what it does, and how cool is that? Nice one, Wayne. Thank you very much, sir. You're a gentleman. I didn't ask Wayne to do that, he just did that. In my keenness to get this exhaust done to get it started, I neglected the fact that the brakes are running through, and at the moment it's hitting it, so I'm going to redo this.
She smoked them French cigarettes. She wore her tassels from her teats, and all the boys they wanna get her underneath their sheets. But don't try your hand, and you best understand, 'cause this bitch is gonna take you to the promised land.
this manifold, I pie sliced it before, but it wants to go another little bit, so we'll open him up again.
And then one looks her in the eye, he put his hand on her thigh. She cut his throat before he even had the chance to say hi.
Okay, so I've reworked this exhaust. Now, I put a bit more curve onto this, and instead of putting a join on here, I'm welding that. And I brought the join up to here, so now this piece can just pull out of that way, and this piece will pull out of this way, and I can weld this up into a more sensible hole. And the same down here, because I had to cut quite a bit out to get in there, but I can rebuild this bit now. I've got this temporary at the end until I get another bit of bend, and I'm just going to curl it down there. But that's pretty much it. I think what I'm going to do now is take this apart and weld it all up. Right, well that's pretty cool. Happy with that. Goes in and out nice and easy. It looks okay. All I've got to do now is add a little bit more strength with a bracket down here, which I'm going to do right on this end, just to centralise that. And I've got to get a bit of bend here, so I can shoot out down the bottom there. Next job, please. Right, what I've got here. This is off an old 50s mattress. We got some aluminium bedsteads in our bedroom, utility, what they did after the war. This is the bit the mattress went on top of, and it had all springs underneath it. And I'm thinking that's going to be one cool grill. Now if you want to see me finish that grill show, you're going to have to tune in next time. Now I'm sorry the videos are a bit sporadic at the moment, but I'm absolutely swamped under, but it's getting better. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave me a comment. Stay tuned for Rustic Stomp, and I'll catch you dudes later. Hang loose.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've arrived at Rustic Stomp. Look at the lads in the back.
Look who's here is Benny the Bull.
Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you later. Cheers. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Wayne. What inspired you to build me this, mate?
It was just to get a bit more motion in your. Oh fuck it, I don't know.
Get a bit more motion in me, what?
Service.
Entering service. Cool. 5 days before. Oh dear, I'm glad that camera's still running. It made me laugh at it. Firstly, this week I'm going to be heading into grill shell territory. Firstly, this week I'm going to be heading into grill shell territory. Grill shell territory. Grill shell territory. You fucking twat. Come on. Firstly, this week I'm going to be heading into grill shell territory. Firstly, this week I'm going to be sorting out the grill shell. When I'm taking something apart here, right, I'm going. I feel better already for doing that. So,